Roblox once again. Today we are going to play this game called Red's Trolleybus Place. It's a pretty good game. It's like a trolleybus. I don't know if you've heard of a trolleybus. Looks like it's like a regular bus, but on top of the bus there's like two poles which connect to the electric lines around the map. That's how this works. So there's a lot of complicated stuff we need to do in here, like some complicated controls, but it's kind of simple if you like watch this video, as it's going to be a tutorial how to set up the bus and how to set up your routes and everything. So if you're going to start doing this for the first time, suggest you go for the trolley trolleybus place default and go for the realistic server so you can practice it harder in the harder way. And we're going to be teleported to a server, so it's going to load our assets and stuff. So let's just wait. Oh, our mine took 8 seconds to load in. So here is TrP. So these three buses are game passes. If you like, you can buy it. I think all of these are game passes. Yeah, 100 Robux each game pass. So let's just go for this one for now. And I already chose my livery in here. You can choose your own if you like. And then there's two like deports. So usually we go for the main one. So let's go for the main one. If you like, you can start from the other one. They're the same things we're doing. So what do we do when you spawn? You're inside of this room and you go and talk to this guy and you click him, right click him, and you'll see two items. You'll take the toolbox first. We will need the other one inside there later. First, we need to do this, and that's our bus because it's written orange and stuff like that. And I think we have to do so much twisty turnies now because the exit is that way, and we will have to do some turnies, which is not great. Wait, the door is here, so just click on the door. Wait, click on the door, and you just open the cab door. And to place items on the floor, just click V, and it'll show this green. If it shows green, that means it's good. If it shows red, it's not correct. So it just place it here and there, bam. And now we'll go back and get the other tool. So this game is pretty fun, okay? Like, not gonna lie, it's pretty fun, I know. But sometimes you will have to get a hang of like for the poles to get disconnected from the electricity as it's normal sometimes because either it could be due to the fact that you're going a bit too fast and the game can handle that physics and it will just push and you have to reconnect the lines by self. Yeah, you have to do it physically. So this one you have to place it here. If you want, you can place it here or somewhere down here under the seat. I'll just place it because here is more convenient. So just place it there. So we'll start off with the toolbox. So the toolbox, we have to first take out the pole head wrench. And I'll tell you why we need it. And now we need the pole head insert. We need two of these. So we just go back to the toolbox again and get one more. And we go to the back of the bus and there should be a ladder. We climb the ladder and open this hatch over here. Open the hatch so we can stand there. And now you see these two poles. These are our two electric poles that are going to be connecting to these lines. So there are some pole head inserts here. See, this is 58% left and this is 63% left of usage left. This is bad because if it's finished, maybe I don't know what will happen if it's finished, but we have to replace it every time we spawn a bus. So to replace it, just click right click on it and do the same here. Right click and done. And now you will see these are the bad ones and these are the good ones because they have 100 percentage. So just take the one and you do how you like do the placement. V and left click and do the same here. V and left click and that's done. Now we need to put these items back in because we don't need them anymore. You have to hold the item and put it back inside. That's how it works. and put that inside. Now we need one more called the pole catcher wrench. Now this one, I'll tell you what to have to do it a bit, but before we use this tool, sadly you can unequip it so it doesn't interfere with anything else. So this tool is not used for grabbing the poles. You can just click left click and it'll come out easily. So to move it left and right, you have to use your body to move it around. And to go up and down, E is to go up and Q is to go down. So what you do is just align the right pole should always go to the right line and the left pole should go to the left line or else it won't work. So you just adjust it to the preferred and when it's connected, just click grab pole again and it'll go out. Now we just do the same thing to the other item and you just bring it up here, lift it up, right? And right, uh, and it's in. I think. Let me check again. Yeah, they're in. Now we need to use this tool. For this tool, you see these two circle thingies? They're used for pole retractors. We have to prepare them. If you click right click, it'll turn from deactivate to prepare. We need that prepared thingy. We'll do the same thing here. I am not sure what we have to do in that for. Maybe it's just to keep the poles steady in there and to prepare if it's gonna be disconnected or something. So that's done with this tool. Now we can just go back inside and just put it back in the toolbox and done. Now for the destination boards, we need to use the first normal boards and we are gonna do a Route 10 like gameplay. So we just take a Route 10 and click this. There's a lid up here. Just left click and it'll open and click V and it'll place there. Now we just close the lid and we get another one of that same thing. And we have another one here. You just place it there. Now we don't need that one anymore. We need the small one. Click the Route 10 and you have to go back to the bus and click this and do how you usually place it and close it. And now it will say route successfully changed to 10. That means you know that it's ready. Now, we need one more item from the toolbox called the reverse wrench. This is useful. You have to place it here. So to click V and left click. So what it does, if it's in the straight position up, that means it's in neutral. If you left click, wait, if you left click, it'll go to the forward. This means you're in drive mode, forward. If you click right click, wait, no, wrong. If you click right click, and again right click and if it goes to the back it means you're in reverse mode. You have to click W to go back. So we want this to be in drive mode, so we'll keep that and we'll just close the cabin door for now since we are done from the bottom. Now we sit in there and this is the driver's cabin. Here, before we do anything, we need to turn on the breakers and stuff and it's behind you. So you see this red thingy, so this is 0 and this is 1. We need to push this to the 1. So click left click to go to the 1. And now these four things you have to turn it on. Left click, left click, left click, left click. These are essential for turning on the bus. And if you look down here where my crosshair is, there's something called a battery. Just left click and it should start. And there's another one just on top of the battery. It's called power steering. Power steering is really useful. I'll tell you why. You notice the steering wheel moving so slow to the left. When you turn on power steering, look, it easily turns now. That's why we need power steering, and that's why we have power steering in real life. So now the battery has been turned on. We need to have turn some lights on because it's pretty dark. So we'll first turn on we need to turn on these three buttons compulsory. Just click the buzzer, left click, compressor, and control. The compressor we need to turn it on so that this door can close and build up pressure. See, right now we can't close it because it has no pressure. So this thing start building pressure up. And now when you turn on the lights, parking lights, driver cab light, interior light, and interior light. Now our interior should be lighted up perfectly. Yeah, I'm very surprised the game still looks so good. I think it's the improvement from 2018 to 2025. That's why it looks so realistic. I'm saying this game is super realistic. You don't know. And now make sure it's on drive mode by clicking left mouse button. And you don't have to wait for this to build up pressure. It'll build it on its own. So what you do, you have to push the handbrake down. You have to click left click, or if you don't want, you can just click P and it'll go down. And the controls are W, S, and A and D. And we can turn this lights on here. Just click L and it'll turn on. And H is for the horn. So we'll move forward and now we'll start moving. Now it's important to make sure that you are following the line. Okay, so I'm gonna show you some basic stuff here. So we are gonna reach this diversion that's gonna end up in one line now from two ways. Just go slow, like around 10 kilometers to 12, and see now we passed it. And make sure you have to focus on driving the bus also. And there's another one same like this, two ways diverging into one lane. Just go straight. You don't need to go that fast because the turning in this thing is so hard. Hmm, what happened? Oh no, this would happen. Our line just got disconnected, so we'll just get the catcher wrench. Open this thing up. Let's go fix it. Mm, wait, what? What happened? Eh? I believe it's. Let me check from the under. Hmm, it's not quite in there. So we'll just unprepare this. Let's unprepare this. Okay, it's still buzzing. If you notice that buzzing, it means it's disconnected. The line, it's disconnected on accident. So we just pull it down, I guess, and we try to connect it back. It's pretty hard connecting it back, though. You know what? We'll connect it to this line because when we diverge, it'll come into one line anyway, and it's much easier. And yes, you can do that. And now don't forget to prepare this back again. And now you should hear the buzzing stop. So we'll just put the tool back and bam. And now we continue. Now I'm gonna show you all how to see this diversion here. This one line diverting to the second line. What you have to do is you have to accelerate a bit before this pole reaches the diversion. And what you do is hold, not hold, click E, and you won't be able to accelerate the bus. And don't brake the bus. You just let it continue moving, and it should go to the right path. And then once when it finishes the diversion, just click E so you can have the control back and you can drive again. So look, first accelerate a bit and click E, and it should bring you to the correct lane. And once when you finish the diversion, click E again, and now you can drive the bus again. When you click E, it disables like your driving thingy. So that's what it does. So just make sure you follow the line. Notice if there's any diversions and stuff around here. Here, this diversion is leading to one line now. So let's just continue and exit out of the what now? Yeah, this is frequently happening. Yeah, so you have to just make sure you're just going in the very slowest possible way. Let's get the catcher wrench. Let's go fix it a bit. It's this again. Let's unprepare it, grab it, pull it down. So now we'll just exit out of this room, this area. I told you we had to do so much twisty turnies here because our spawn was trash, but it's alright, it's more practice. So you have to kind of be careful about the splitting ones, like these. Okay, here for the route 10, I suggest you turn right because that's the best option. So let's accelerate and click E, and it will bring us that way. And now click E again, and you can have controls back, and you can turn over to this side. And bam, you're in the road now. So that's it for the tutorial. Now you can just watch me do the entire Route 10. Route 10 is pretty much no different. It'll just bring you back to the same spot you were here. So yeah, hope you enjoy the gameplay. Also, guys, I completely forgot to share you this one trick. If you notice, the steering wheel, you have to keep on doing like this, right? You keep on clicking D to correctly turn, right? So in order to do that, to make a smooth turning, if you hold shift and turn, it'll lock your steering wheel to how much you like to put it. This is good to make very smooth turnings. And by the way, you will have to stop at different red lights or it'll fine you and you won't get like driver's points for like certain period of time, maybe around 1 or 2 minutes. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial and have found it useful. I'm gonna do this gameplay for you, so enjoy this gameplay. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I think the Route 10 took a bit too long. It's okay, I'll just speed up the gameplay. So yeah, if you like this game and want me to create more content about it, blow this video up and then I'll think about it. And yeah, thank you so much for 1000 subscribers once again. And yeah, hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.